In the corner of a busy marketplace sat a young man. His hands held an old tin bowl, and his lips repeated the same words again and again. "For the sake of God, give me something." People passed by. Some dropped a few coins. Others ignored him and walked on. That day, a well-dressed man with a bright face and calm confidence walked through the market. He was a successful businessman, known to everyone as Haji Sahib. When his eyes fell on the beggar, he stopped. The businessman asked gently, "Son, why are you stretching your hand out to people? You are young, healthy. Why waste your life like this?" The beggar sighed and replied, "Sir, I tried. I really did. But fate never helped me. Whenever I worked, failure came. So I thought, why fight with fate? Begging is easier." The businessman smiled and said, "No, my boy. Fate never loses to hard work. It only loses when you lose hope. Maybe you worked, but you didn't have patience." The beggar, bitter, answered, "Easy for you to say. You have money, shops, respect. I only have this bowl." The businessman looked at the bowl and said, "This bowl is your real prison. If you drop it from your hands and hold on to work instead, these same hands will give you dignity and livelihood. Come, let me show you something." He led the beggar to the edge of the market, where an old warehouse stood. Its walls were cracked, the roof leaked, and piles of dust lay everywhere. The businessman said, "This is where I began my life. I had nothing. People laughed at me, saying nothing could come from this broken place. But I swept it clean, brought in small goods, and slowly this became my first business." The beggar was shocked. "You mean you also once had nothing?" The businessman nodded. "Yes, the difference is, I never stretched my hand to others. I worked with my own. Remember, real dignity is in work, not in begging." These words struck the beggar's heart like thunder. Tears welled in his eyes. Slowly, he threw the bowl onto the ground and whispered, "Sir, I want to change. Show me the way of hard work." The businessman placed his hand kindly on his shoulder and said, "Come with me. Learn. Work hard. From today, you are no longer a beggar. You are a student." Days passed. The young man who once begged at the corner of the market now worked side by side with the businessman. He swept floors, carried goods, dealt with customers, and learned the secrets of trade. Years later, that same young man, once called a beggar, had become a respected trader himself. People looked at him with admiration and said, "This is the man who threw away his bowl and picked up hard work." Moral of the story: this tale teaches us that begging may seem easy, but it takes away dignity. True success lies in hard work, patience, and courage. God has given us hands, not to stretch out for charity, but to build our lives with honor. God has given us hands, not to stretch out for charity, but to build our lives with honor.